Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having a Sagittarius Sun and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, these signs are both masculine, they're both extroverted, they are compatible by sign, and this is a good combination because you have the Sagittarius Sun philanthropy that could blend very well with the Aquarian Ascendant humanitarian way. And really, this person it obviously could be very positive. Aquarius Ascendant will make the person likely a little bit less disputatious than the typical Sagittarius Sun. A little the temperament will, as far as the fiery temperament of the Sagittarius Sun, this may be toned down to some degree. And really, you have that Sagittarian Sun and Sagittarius expansiveness, and it really it can blend in very well with the progressive Aquarian Ascendant. And Sagittarius Sun's vision could go very well with the fact that Aquarius Ascendant can often be rather progressive and futuristic. And really, this is a sign that can really put a lot of that Sagittarius Sun enthusiasm and exuberance into perhaps making friends and really into being that universal friend, which is often connected with having Aquarius Ascendant. And the sun sign in our natal charts, okay, that represents our basic wants. And the rising sign or ascendant can represent the manner or method in which one attains these basic wants. Well, when you look at the sun sign Sagittarius, the basic wants for Sagittarius Sun can be things connected with philosophy, religion, higher education, expanding horizons, being that perpetual learner, seeking truth, and even things connected with sports and athletics in many cases. And when I look at this, in the way that this person may go about these basic ones can be through the Aquarian Ascendant way, which it might be somewhat oblique or doing one or more of these things in an unorthodox manner. This could be, when I look at this could be also done maybe like as far as higher education. If this person goes to college, it could be things connected with perhaps science, computers. It could be a person that expands their horizons through the internet, because that is connected strongly with the sign Aquarius, of course. It could be that person that puts their Sagittarian philanthropy into maybe one or more Aquarian like things. This person may attain one or more of these Sagittarius Sun basic wants. Perhaps even through innovation could be another example. That could be a way that the Sagittarius Sun expands their horizon. Sagittarius Sun basic wants can also be connected with exploration, and maybe this is done through perhaps like an Aquarius subject, such as an esoteric subject such as astrology, or it could be even through something like aeronautics, something with information technology, something with computers, such as computer programming, or being some kind of systems analyst, or somebody that does, for example, satellite communications. Could be another example maybe with this, because Aquarius, it just something could be connected with something scientific or something electronic or something connected with computers. So really, this is a person that that may also pursue one or more of their Sagittarius sun sign basic wants, perhaps in a really maybe in another Aquarius manner, such as by perhaps through something revolutionary, something very different. It could be something where you have a Sagittarius Sun, which can be, I don't want to say foolhardy, but sometimes can be audacious and maybe have some risk, can be risk taking, and that could even be done in an unusual or an Aquarian Ascendant like manner, almost like that guy, like somebody doing a tightrope or something, or doing, something that's a little bit oblique, or something that could be seen as a little bit different, so to speak. Something that might be, so I don't really want to say, giving examples, but something a little bit dicey that can be risk taking, and that also can be somewhat unorthodox or unusual. Well, anyway, it's important to look at the aspect, if any, that is made between the Sagittarius Sun and the Aquarius Ascendant, as this can indicate how these energies may blend, and if they really, whether they blend well or may not blend quite as well. Well, anyway, it's possible to have the sextile aspect. They are sextile by sign, as I mentioned before. But if you have the sextile aspect between the Sagittarius Sun and Aquarius Ascendant, you could have very good, better even integration and blending with these two energies, even more so than the typical Sagittarius Sun and Aquarius Ascendant. Say, for example, the Sagittarius Sun is at 12 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is 14 degrees. That would form a sextile aspect, which is positive and auspicious. And you could also have an out-of-sign square aspect take place, which is adverse or adversarial. Now, let's say, for example, if someone has the Sagittarius Sun at 1 degree and the Aquarius Ascendant at 28 degrees. That would be an out-of-sign square aspect, and that could be adverse. And even though you have the positive combination of these energies by sign, it may be a little bit. This person might experience, even if they're not cognizant of their astrological placements, perhaps some feeling of being misconstrued or misunderstood, even if they're not aware of these placements, which could cause perhaps some feelings of exasperation and tension. Now, let's say you can have a semi-sextile aspect take place as well, which is, I call, slightly positive because it is a minor aspect. Let's say the Sagittarius Sun is at 29 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is 0 degrees. That would form a semi-sextile aspect, which is positive, but not as much as a sextile aspect because it is a minor aspect. Now, you could also have a semi-square aspect occur. Let's say that the Sagittarius Sun is at 20 degrees and the Aquarius Ascendant is at 5 degrees. Well, I refer to that as slightly adverse because it's not a major aspect, but it is still negative, and you could have the similar feelings what I described as far as the square aspect goes, but modified a little bit because it's a minor aspect. So anyway, and I don't know if I said it before or not, but an example would be Sagittarius Sun 20 degrees and Aquarius Ascendant 5 degrees, an example of a semi-square aspect between these energies. Now, it's also important to look at the house placement of the Sagittarius Sun, as this could indicate, even though the energy may be suppressed to some degree of Sagittarius because of the Aquarius Ascendant, it could indicate where this energy may come out at least somewhat prominently in that person's house. Now, let's say the Sun in Sagittarius is in the 10th house. Well, this energy could be augmented a little bit and more emphasized than in another house, than say the 11th or 12th house, because it is an angular house, and it could indicate that this person may put that Sagittarius exuberance and optimism in matters connected with public image, their career, their livelihood, and their reputation. Now, if it's in the 11th house, those Sagittarian qualities may come out in matters connected with humanitarian interests and endeavors. Those Sagittarius expansiveness and exuberance might come out with friends, acquaintances, and organizations and aspirations. If the Sagittarius Sun is posited in the 12th house, well, the 12th house is a cadent house, and that energy may be more dissipated to some degree than the general person that would have a different rising sign as opposed to their sun sign, and because it does fall in the house of limitations and restrictions. And this person, the Sagittarius energy, though, the Sun in Sagittarius energy may go into matters connected with behind the scenes work in solitude and seclusion and behind closed doors, and perhaps even in matters connected with those that are less fortunate than others. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having a Sagittarius Sun and an Aquarius Ascendant in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having a Sagittarius Sun and a Pisces Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.